Hi, I'm Ron with Amazing Mile Marker Stops, and we're in Crisfield, Maryland on the Chesapeake Bay. I just checked in at Summers Cove Marina. That's where we're going to be staying while we're in Crisfield, Maryland, and this place is cool. First, you got to understand, we've been either on the hook or in second-rate marinas pretty much for, I don't know, ever since we left Portsmouth. Well, I can't say that, but for a while. So we pull in here and they got nice new concrete floating docks, beautifully wide slips to pull into. Everything's just new and it looks great. And they got 3 guys on the dock to meet us and help us tie up. They got more employees inside. So I told them, I said, we're used to going places where you got one person working the entire marina, and that's if you can find him. So this is just wonderful. But just to make it even better, the first thing to do when you check in is you get all kinds of nifty stuff. They have a punch card, and after you do 3 nights you get your 4th night stay, and we were here for 3 nights. So they said anytime in the future, there's no deadline to it, we can come back. We got a free night to stop here. That's pretty awesome. So you got the punch card. Then they gave us wind's kicking up. They gave us 2 cards for a free drink, beer, wine, soda, water, or $2 off a mixed drink. There's somewhere right by here, I haven't found it yet, it's around the corner there I guess, but there's supposedly a real nice little like tiki bar or wine, I don't know, I haven't been there yet, so we'll have to find that out. Then they gave us all kinds of coupons for discounts at the local businesses, and it just keeps on coming. Check this out. The state dessert for Maryland is apparently some sort of Smith Island cake or Smith Island pie. I'm not quite sure what you call it, but just so we can see what it's like, they gave us 2 free slices of it, homemade. Isn't this cool? I keep looking away because all my stuff's blown away in the wind, but I just wanted to tell you all about all this nifty stuff. I mean, I've never felt more welcome in a marina than I have here, so this is really cool. I'm gonna go back to the boat and enjoy me some dessert. That's a big dog. Crisfield was originally founded by a guy named Summers, and it was just a quiet little fishing village, and they named it in his honor Summers Cove. So it used to be called Summers Cove, but it just remained for many years a little small fishing village where people barely eked out a living, just making their own survival. And then about the mid 1800s, 2 things happened. One, they discovered there was a lot of oysters in the bay here in this area, which is called Tangier Bay, and that was a gold mine. I mean, it was rich in oysters. And the second thing is that a guy named Crisfield, he brought in the railroad. He got the railroad to come here so that they could take those oysters and ship them all over the country. And of course, all over the country at that time wasn't very big, but to him it was all over the country. And it turned this sleepy little poor fishing village into a booming, prosperous oyster and crab related community that it remains today. And so in his honor, because he's the one that brought economic prosperity to the community, they renamed the town from Summers Cove to Crisfield, and that's why it's called Crisfield today. throughout the town they have these banners put up honoring the citizens of Crisfield that have served in the U.S. Armed Forces. Regardless of the era, I've seen them back to World War II and I've seen them all the way to recent times. And they're apparently put up, or at least donated by the families who wish to honor their family member. But it's kind of a cool way for a small town to honor those who have served. Thumbs up to Crisfield.
So that's impressive, how much I'm messing with my feelings in my heart. Oh, yeah, yeah, that's impressive, how much I'm messing with my feelings in my heart. Oh, yeah. I'm going back to the table, I know they saving us for the stable friend of mine, 'cause they know all this time that I was.
Well, this is convenient. Crisfield has a free museum located right here in the marina. So dock your boat, walk over. This is pretty cool. It's a really interesting museum. It tells you all about the history, the geological history of the Chesapeake Bay, the history of the people that worked the bay. And tells you all about Chesapeake Bay and way of life, as well as the Crisfield history and way of life. So come check it out.
Soul, hurt, and fire, and ice. Raindrops, teardrops, a good old cry. Daytime and nighttime, the light makes me blind.
I asked you if we should have a rain jacket.
Said it wasn't supposed to rain till after dark.
You said if it started raining, you just dart in somewhere.
And we did. See, it worked.
How long are we supposed to stay in here?
Until it quits raining.
And when's that going to be?
I don't know. Ask the weather man.
But what if we need to get back to the boat in this rain?
Then we get wet.
It's just water running off of the roof of the subway. And me. It's hitting me now.
Well, it finally quit raining, so we're able to leave Subway. But the roads here are really, they got a real bad drainage system here, so the roads are flooded everywhere we go. I came to check this store out here, and now I've got to cross over this water right here, and I will try to film it as I'm riding through it. I'm not sure how deep it is, so I'll try to let y'all see me trying to get through it, and we'll see what happens. Well, I made it through, but I got my feet all wet. My shoes are all wet. They were underwater every time I pedaled down. Check this out. There is so much water in the drain system here that it's actually coming up out of the drain system and into the road.
Oh boy. So this place here is I've never heard of a place like this before. It's a crab pot place. I don't know the name of it, but it's all the supplies for making crab pots. That's what people make their money off of in this area is crabbing. And I wanted to check them out because I wanted to see if they had some hog clamps, but they are closed. Die. And I said I shouldn't lean up against this wall. Oh my goodness, I'm hurt. Oh, I can't move. Oh, I fell. Oh, I can't. I'm hurting. Where's Ron at? I landed right on the cactus. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to wait. I hurt my shoulder.